In this video, I started out with $0 in a truck and spent the last 3 years building the farm to where it is today. So we're back again for season 4 to see if I can expand the farm even more. But there's a twist. I took out a $250,000 loan. Will I go broke and have to sell everything? Or will I make it big? Stay tuned to find out. And if you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to subscribe and drop in a like helps too. Anyway, let's go do some farm. Well, it's another day, another dollar back out here at the farm. We got $22,743. Yeah, $43 in the bank account here. It is summer. The crops are growing amazing here. I believe our oats are all good to go. They should be ready to be harvested, but the corn for the silage is ready to go, and that is first priority at the moment here, so we got to get that going. Anyway, we got a few things to prep before that, and I do believe I have a buddy coming out to run the chopper for the day. Hopefully that's going to help me out a crap ton with having to move all this silage. Anyway, we're going to grab the 4455. This one's got the tracks. It's kind of crazy, but it should help out moving up the silage big time. We got a blade for it, and it should do wonders for us. If we need something with a little more packing power, we can break out the old four-wheel drive, but for now, this should do the trick. I hope at least. I've never tried this with silage before, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, so it's looking like our silage pits are deciding to be a little bit glitchy here. Basically, there is 2 smaller silage pits right here. The tires for the other one are like right here, but they seem to disappear. I don't know why, but silage should still go in the same regardless. It'll just look a little bit weird, but still should be fine. And holy smokes, look at this corn. This is flipping tall. Okay, so we're going to unhook the chopper off of this. Oh, nope, wrong thing. There we go. Since we're going to have somebody else running it. And what am I going to put it on here? I guess the 4040 is our best pick. I'm not entirely sure how long chopping is going to take. If we end up filling up both silage pits, we're just going to harvest the rest of it. Now, we are going to be chopping this corn a little bit green, but since we got so much to do and it's basically ready, we're just going to get out of the way. And hopefully if we have time, we can get to the oats. The soybeans aren't quite ready yet, but that's a good thing because we got way too much to do. Got the old 4020 here. We're going to move these flatbeds out of the way so we can have complete access to the corn. Oh man, the 4020 really does not like pulling these. I guess they are pretty heavy. Oh, we're going so slow. We're in a nice low gear. That's the only way I can pull them without stalling out. Perfect. That'll work. Okay, we're going to get the chopper over there, and my buddy should be here in a little bit. We're going to have to pay him a little bit of money, but you know what? If it means silage harvest is going to be easier, I'm all for it. And then, of course, we have the second cut of hay, which is pretty much ready to go at the moment here, so I doubt we're going to get into that today, but next week is a different story. I'd like to at least have it cut before soybeans there. And hopefully before my buddy makes his way over here, I am going to check on the cattle quick. They probably need something. How they're looking on feed. Look good, actually. The milk truck should be coming here later this afternoon. There is a ton of milk here. It's going to be a really good payday from that. But they look pretty happy. May need some straw in a little bit. Well, my buddy made it out here. Look at this fancy dually. GMC Duramax. All fancy and lifted. I shouldn't say anything. I got a lifted dually too, so dang, that thing's nice. All right, we're going to do a quick check around everything and hopefully get fired up here. Check it out, boys. We're up and moving. He's missing a row here, but I'll give it to him. This is his first time running the chopper. He's trying to figure it out here. Holy smokes, this corn is yielding just a ridiculous amount. It is filling up this wagon in no time. Also, this field is not the straightest, so yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. All right, I'll let him get turned around here. He's figuring it out pretty quickly, actually. There you go. Perfect. This thing unfortunately does not have cruise control, so still trying to match his pace to the best I can. It's a little bit difficult, but we're making it work. Look at the flipping corn. It's taller than his cab. That is just ridiculous. I moved the dang trailers, but they're still somehow in the way. I'm gonna have to make this sharp turn. Yeah, got it. Yeah, I'm sure glad I didn't try do all this by myself, because hooking and unhooking that wagon, yeah, that would have not been fun at all. All right, you might want to move this belt there, bud. It's getting a little full in the back here. Okay, I'm not too sure how much more we're going to fit in this trailer, but probably not a whole lot. And that's it. We'll call her there. It's already way too full. Okay, so one sucky part about this whole deal is, well, it's a side unload. So it's really, really slow, and it's not great for getting into pits. This is more for actual silos. We're trying to make it work the best we can here with what we got. You know, a conveyor belt might help with this. Could have maybe thought of that. Okay. That's it. Good thing I got a tractor with a blade. This should help move some of this around. I'm just trying to back blade some of this so it smooths it out and makes it so we can actually get across this pile. And it's working actually quite well. Okay, well, that's good enough for now. We'll get another load and keep filling that up. So it was back out to the field to get some more silage. And with the yields being increasingly better as we made our way through the field, I was full again and back off to the bunker in no time. So after about 3 more loads, we had the silage pit looking pretty dang full, and I figured it was about time to get it packed down and throw some plastic over it. Now, luckily, even with the silage pile being such a steep slope, we had the tracks and they were wide enough to where we didn't fall off, and it made packing a whole lot easier. Although, since it was my first time really doing silage properly, I was still figuring everything out, and the pile wasn't the greatest, but it would work. And since we had just a little extra spilling out, I decided to grab the 40-20, pick it up, and put it back in the pit. And now with both ends cleaned up and compacted, we blanketed the bunker in plastic, and it was now ready to go. However, still had a couple little bits sticking out, but we weren't going to worry about it till later. And later being right now because I decided I didn't want to leave it a mess. So we took the excess and dumped it into the next silage pit. So with the first bunker out of the way, it was back out to the field to finish the last of it up. All right, we are on the last pass of this whole field here. I guess there's like 2 little rows that we're going to miss here, but whatever. Be fine. We'll call that snow catch. But this should just about fill this wagon up perfectly. I'm thinking, I was originally thinking here we were going to have a lot more extra corn that we're going to be able to harvest and stuff. But no, that was bad on my part. That is not indeed the case. But I think I've made quite the mess of my silage pit. I mean, just look at that. There is silage absolutely everywhere in there, but we'll get it cleaned up and it should be fine. Now, I did think we were going to fill both of these silage pits, but I didn't realize how much we could put into these. I thought maybe we were going to be able to put 3 loads max. Yeah, no, we could fit probably 5. So there is a lot more silage here, and yeah. We're going to be able to bring on a lot more cows if we want to, so by my calculations, we could roughly make about $50,000 from this, extra than what I originally thought with the amount of cows that we could bring on, considering we have this much more silage, which would be great considering we owe about $250,000 to the bank right now, and we need to get that paid. All right, so we got 95,000 liters in here right now of silage. I think we're going to have a lot more by the time we get all the rest of this back in here. As you can see, labor costed me quite a bit of money, but it was well worth it. So we're going to take this tractor here, try to smooth this out to the best we can, shovel the extra silage that came out of the pile there back in there, and hopefully we can get this compacted and covered. We'll be sitting pretty good. Although if I get stuck, that's not ideal. And I am stuck. Oh, maybe not. Nope. Now I am. Okay. Time to get another tractor. Dang it. I didn't think I'd get stuck in this. I think I'm just high-centered. Oh, yeah. I am high-centered to all crap right now. Oh, that's not good. Which tractor can I even use? Will the 40-20 have enough power to pull this thing out? Maybe? Maybe? I don't know. All right, my buddy brought the chopper back. He's insisting on using his truck, so he's going to go grab that, and we're going to try to get this thing out. I don't know if that's going to work. Okay, chain's hooked up. Let's roll. All right, give her a yank. Nothing. Yeah, bring on back again. Okay, yep, truck ain't going to work. Time for the tractor. Okay, he's going to jump in the cab there, and I'm just going to give the blade a push. That way we don't have to hook up ropes and chains. It's just a pain. If this thing could go any flipping slower in reverse. Holy smokes. All right, he's in the cab. Just give this blade a push. Oh, boy. Now I don't need to get stuck. There we go. Get her out of there. We're moving. And we made it out. Thank goodness. Okay, let's get back to flattening this out. Let's try not to get stuck again if we can help it. And I'm going to try not to make any more of a mess of this. Holy smokes. Okay, so I got it pretty well flattened out here. I'm just going to use the skid steer to push this all up since we're working in between piles here, and this is going to be a lot easier to maneuver. Well, it ended up taking absolutely forever because I had to keep packing it and keep pushing it up because it kept slipping out the sides, but we finally got it, and both pits have just over 10,000 liters in them each. Sorry, I think 100,000 liters. I'm not too sure. But they are both completely full to the brim, and they have a lot, so we shouldn't have any issues feeding loads of animals this year. Anyways, I got to get all this stuff cleaned up now. We got a lot of equipment out here. So I got most of the equipment back, and it looks like the milk truck finally decided to show up, so we should be getting paid from that pretty shortly here. And yeah, not too much waste on the silage other than that little teeny bit right there. Anyways, pretty successful silage harvest, I'd say. Went better than I expected. However, we still got to do the oats, the rest of the hay, and the soybeans. That's gonna be a lot of work there. Definitely gonna keep us busy though. Well, I got a couple things to clean up here. First being the skid steer. I gotta do the 40/40 and the chopper. There we go. Look at that. All nice and shiny again. Okay, so I think I'm going to swap out the combine for the forage harvester here, since we're not really going to have any more uses for that this year, and the combine, well, we can probably get to work right now, but it's coming towards the end of the day here, and I'm not too sure if I want to start on that just yet. Just going to stick this out here for now. We'll come get it later when we need it. Okay, I think this backup might be slower than the 40/40. I didn't think it'd get much slower than this. The wagon we're just going to have out here for now. It may go in the other storage building at the cattle farm come winter, but for now it's okay there. Holy smokes, just got paid from the milk. $12,684. That's ridiculous. Well, cattle are paying off, that's for sure. So that brings us up to $34,000. I don't really think I want to buy too much right now, but I may have a trade in mind. You guys might see that later on. But for now, we got a lot more harvesting and other work to do to worry about trades. I gotta get this Mac out of here, but I think I'm gonna leave that till tomorrow. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed. Subscribe, and goodbye.